Yo, what's up YouTube? This is Jammerit coming to you today with a brand new video, boys, and today we're going through and completing some SBCs as well as talking about the market. So let's get right into the video. So guys, welcome to another video on the channel, and today guys, what we're going to be doing is the mystery SBCs for Calcio A as well as Ligue 1, but predominantly guys, we're going to be just quickly talking about a few things with regards to the market. Now, obviously guys, yesterday, that being the Wednesday, when we did get the compensation, there was an enormous crash of the market. You know, some of the team of the season cards, like the community team of the season cards, guys, you could easily get them for like under 120, even at some instances under 100k, guys. I'm talking about the elites. It was crazy, man. Like, so many cards were so cheap. Did you guys manage to pick any up? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you see here, we very rarely get many nowadays under 150, but yesterday, guys, they were crazy cheap. Now, obviously, a lot of people are wondering, what does this mean? So, for me, like, it's very hard to predict because we don't know what type of people are saving their vouchers, who are saving their vouchers, are people waiting until ultimate tots? It's very hard to say that sort of thing, guys. Like, obviously the big deciding factor yesterday was the fact that every single player, every single active player in FIFA Mobile instantly got rewarded 200 vouchers. The thing is that what we don't know is, are these people casual players? Do they just quickly go through and spend all their vouchers? You know, sell everything off just to make coins? That's something that we don't know, guys. Now, obviously, another thing that we need to consider is that on Friday, when Ultimate Tots comes out, will everybody who's been saving their vouchers go through and start to, you know, obviously convert them, resulting in a huge influx of tons and tons of these community cards, guys, because obviously when we go through and convert the vouchers, you know, if you go through into the events, guys, the drop rates on the conversion is actually not too bad. I've only tested it on my mini account, but you know, I did manage to get a few elites and not that many vouchers converted. So I mean, it's going to be very interesting, guys, to see what happens. Also, obviously, we've got icons refreshing every Saturday, so that has an effect on their prices. But if you want, guys, you may want to pick up a few now, but like I said, it may be a bit late, or you may just want to wait to see what's going to be needed on Friday, because we don't know, guys. There may be SBCs, there may be you know, new events, there may be new challenges. We have absolutely no idea, and it's all going to have such a huge effect on the market and just in, you know, people's decision making in general, what is going to be the basis of Ultimate Tots. Now, obviously, you know, with the prices at what they were yesterday, if you did have time to go through and get some cards, that would have been absolutely fantastic for the icon nodes. I didn't really pick up many. I didn't really have much time. I was sort of going through and selling, like I did say in the video of the Player of the Month Aguero gameplay. I was going through and sort of just selling my higher tier cards, because a lot of the higher tier cards will actually also, what we're going to be doing is just going through and completing the SBCs for the Ligue 1 as well as the Calcio A, because as always, guys, they are very good value. So first and foremost, we're just going to look at the Calcio A option. So obviously 83 overall cards are probably the best bet that you want to go through and look at. So obviously we've got Torreira, I think that's how you say his name. Yeah, Torreira, he's around 400k, as well as Marcelo, who's, I'm pretty sure, a very similar price as well. Yeah, around 400k. Also, guys, like the 77 overall team of the season cards are very cheap, like the Akinfenwa and the Pittman. So I'm going to be using them for this SBC. If you just go through and put in, say, like 15k, you can see here that they are really cheap, and they're very good for these SBCs. Also, guys, obviously, if you haven't converted your vouchers yet, you could just wait to these SBCs. And, you know, obviously when you convert your vouchers, you're going to get a whole bunch of elites and a whole bunch of gold cards. So you may want to save some coins thinking about it that way. I just want to quickly go through and also just check the price of Kolarov, as well as I think it's Chisia. He's the 85 overall card for the Calcio A. So we've got Kolarov here at around 500k. So I definitely wouldn't recommend using the 85s, guys. Just go with the 83s. I'll show you my solution for the Calcio A in a second. We've also got Chisia as well. I think that's how you spell his name, or is it? No, it's actually C-H-I-E, I'm pretty sure. C-H-I-E, there we go. That should bring him up. So yeah, they're around 500k. You could potentially snipe them for 450-ish. But I mean, you can get the 77 overall team of the season, guys, for like 12, 8k, really, really cheap. I'm not too mad about going through and doing this, guys. So I'd say, like, this SBC is definitely sub 450k. You can even do it cheaper if you go through and snipe the cards. I mean, as usual, I did prepare when the Calcio A first dropped, and I got like the Torreira for under 300k. And I just did pick up an Akinfenwa previously for like 8k, guys. It was crazy cheap. And Pop-Off as well. Pop-Off I packed from the Versatech tree. You can also look at picking up some Team Hero cards, like 76 overall cards. Or if you want, just go through and train something. Let's go through and submit the SPC and claim that up. Obviously, guys, another thing with regards to the market and the way it is that you can consider doing some of the icon nodes past the first one. Like, I'm starting to look at doing a few of the icon nodes, guys, past the first one. I don't know if I should continue or just wait until Friday to see if there is a bigger crash. It's going to be really, really interesting, guys. And also, another thing that we need to think about is if you guys play, FIFA on console, they're currently going through an insane market crash, guys. There was like a huge market crash that had absolutely like enormous effects on the market. A lot of the higher tier cards were really, really cheap, which is pretty crazy, due to the fact that, obviously all the coins that you used on console you could use to open up packs. We obviously did get the video yesterday with regards to the World Cup. Not that much information revealed just yet, but obviously over the next few days, guys, we will probably find out more, I'm assuming anyway. So just make sure you check out those videos because it will really help with regards to preparation for that. I'm just waiting to see what's going to be in those videos before we go through it and, decide what to do. And obviously, guys, tomorrow, U-Tots will come out, Ultimate Tots will come out. Last season, it was an absolute nightmare, if you guys remember. There was so much sort of ranting in the community. I was real angry with it as well. It was the requirements were just crazy, guys, and I'm really, really hoping that this season they're not as bad, because it was a really, really bad sort of time period for FIFA Mobile when Ultimate Tots did come out. But anyway, guys, going through and talking about the easy, like really, really easy SPC as well for Marcelo. So we've got a Roussillon. You could potentially, even if you want to, consider using the other 83 overall, Mariano, the striker from Lyon. He's also relatively cheap. The same price sort of is for both those cards, guys, around 400k, but you can snipe them a little bit cheaper. Also, you got Debuchy and Ronnie Lopez. They're a very, very similar price to the Kolarov, around 450, 500k. So I definitely recommend probably looking at doing the solution, guys. And for an 86 overall, it's really, really good. So in this instance, yeah, using a Golovin as well as Pittman. So we're just going to go through and submit that. And this card looks okay. And I'm always very, very interested in getting a cheap centre back, guys, because centre backs are pretty much with strikers and goalkeepers, the two positions that are more often than not going to be needed in full 11 squad SBCs. So definitely happy to take the 86 overall Marcelo. Just quickly looking at his stats, he doesn't look like the greatest of defenders, to be honest. He hasn't got a very good skill boost. So I'm not all that interested in him, although I haven't played up against him in game. But for me, guys, I like to look for aggression or composed for my defenders. I feel as though it definitely does help them a bit more. And guys, just quickly before we do end off the video, if we have a look at the prices of strikers and centre backs in terms of value that you do get out of those SBCs, like the Higuain is like 800k or so. That's if you go through and buy now. And obviously the Quagliarella, which we did complete, around 450. Okay, it may be a bit more, it may be a bit less, depending on whether you do it from scratch or if you had the cards already in your club. And also centre backs like team of the season Sane and Remy, you can snipe them for like 560, 580k, but not many of them actually show up. As you can see there, the next cheapest centre back, and we've got the parameters of 1 million coins. is 969 buy now. The market is still quite messed up in my opinion in terms of like the gap between bid prices and buy now prices. It's still sort of frustrating. Like if you pick up a card and want to do an SBC, you know, you're pretty much going to lose value on some cards. It's not all cards, but some cards still have these really huge price gaps between their bids and buy nows. And it is frustrating, guys, to be honest with you. Like if you decide, I don't want to do this SBC more, and you want to sell the card back, you'll make a loss on it. But it's only for a few cards, like as you can see with this Rami. But other than that, guys, excited for UTOTs, excited for you know, World Cup. A lot of stuff is going to be coming in FIFA Mobile, which is always great for the game. But other than that, this is Jammerit signing out for the day. Thank you all for everything, and peace.